Words per minute. Speed dictated by V. Subbarao. Government Junior College, Pentapadu. Naveen Kokatpalli, Hyderabad. Housing Board. It gives me great pleasure to have the opportunity of addressing the distinguished audience in the conference of Commonwealth Parliamentary Association here today and to speak on the role of Commonwealth Parliament in enhancing the socio-economic status of women. As you are aware, the Commonwealth represents more than a third of the world's population and contributes a substantial share towards emancipation of women all over the world. The Commonwealth has no written constitution, no parliament and no civil servants of its own. In spite of this, I have no doubt in my mind that a great deal of work is done through its annual conferences. The deliberations that take place here pave the way for meaningful means of ensuring the Commonwealth governments to work closely together in as many ways as possible. The socio-economic and political objectives of almost all the member countries of the Commonwealth being the same. The Commonwealth has been constantly endeavoring to achieve a just and enlightened international social order. Women constitute about 50% of the population of the world, and a majority of them live in rural areas. As figures reveal, the percentage of literacy among them is not more than 5. In order to bring about any improvement in the socio-economic conditions of the women, education plays the most important role. Among other things, education and employment among women go a long way in improving the status of women in society. Though there has been a spectacular growth of science and technology, the miserably low percentage of education among women is depriving them of their right to equality. It is because of lack of proper education they are still living in a male-dominant society. Though we often profess that equality should be maintained and women folk should be respected, many women are deprived of their right to even school education, leave alone higher and technical education. In my opinion, traditional social system should change in order to achieve the highly professed goal of equality of women. We believe in the saying that gods reside where women are respected and honored. In ancient days, women were treated as slaves of men, exhibiting male superiority in the society. They were supposed to be under the protective control of superior one and the other male member of the family. As a result of lifelong subjugation down the ages, a woman could not rise up in society and consequently they lost self-confidence. At the same time, the power and the strength of women cannot be underestimated, as past history reveals that there were great patriots among women who fought for independence of their countries from foreign rule. There have been women prime ministers even in the present times governing the large democracies in the world. The Free India enshrined in its constitution provisions for equality before the law for all its citizens and equal opportunities for men and women in matters of employment. In order to bring about the required change in the status of women, the Constitution provides for special measures in respect of women. It is the duty of every citizen to renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of women. Several legislations have been passed by the Government of India since independence regarding marriage, inheritance of property and divorce, etc. There can be no two opinions that law is an instrument of social change. Law is a vital force and its strict implementation is a prerequisite for improving the socio-economic conditions of women. The commonwealth parliaments may enact laws recognizing the status of women, but they must be coupled with a strong political will of the governments in ameliorating the socio-economic conditions of women. Governments and parliaments have to work side by side with the strong political will towards raising the status of women. The Commonwealth Parliaments for employment among women as well as unemployment benefits. The legislation can cover freedom of association and the protection of rights of women to recognize themselves, to enable their voice being heard by the appropriate authorities. Laws make a great contribution towards integration of women into the development process. Development of the society as a whole is necessary for raising the status of women. Therefore, the women should have a role to play in the process of planning for development. The state of Andhra Pradesh has enacted of law providing for a share for the daughters in properties of their fathers, and more recently the Indian Parliament has enacted the National Commission for Women Act 1990.